Uh, Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. And today's I am here to present my the next new topic, which is geographical indication. So in this concept, I would like to discuss you about geographical indications, legal aspects of geographical indications, advantages of GI, and also how to register GI, and what was the examples of GI in India. So let's start today from the introduction part. So what is basically GI? GI means any indications which define the goods as originated in the territory of a country or a region, locality in that territory, provided a given quality, reputation, or other characteristics of the products are attributable to its geographical origin. This means that the geographical indication has to indicate that a product of a particular origin has a certain quality or reputation or some other characteristics. In simple term, we can say GI means it is a status accorded to a good which is unique to a particular region or a area and are originated from here there. It means in simple term अगर हम कहें what is GI, तो GI एक गुड है, एक सब्सटेंस है जो यूनिक है, उसके लिए हमें पर्टिकुलर एरिया, पर्टिकुलर रीजन का से ओरिजिनेटेड है, तो उसको हम जीआई बोलते हैं और उसका रजिस्ट्रेशन करवाना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है। सो इन सिंपल टर्म दीज गुड्स हैव अ रेपुटेशन फॉर देयर क्वालिटीज, also they are associated with a sense of legitimacy and trust simply because they have a tag of belonging to that region. For example, GI के बहुत सारे examples हैं, like basmati rice is unique for its unique aroma and long grains, and also it is unique to the Indo-Gangetic plains also. So seven states of India, after long drawn legal battle, have been accorded with the status of geographical induction in 2016. Now moving forward to the what was the legal aspect of GI and also origin of GI from an international perspective. So the law relating to the GI were introduced in India after the rectification of the agreement on trips, ऑन एग्रीमेंट्स ऑफ द ट्रिप्स। इंडिया ने ट्रिप्स के साथ जो भी एग्रीमेंट किया था उसके बाद ही इसका ओरिजिन इंडिया में हुआ। और ऑल्सो जो ट्रिप्स का एग्रीमेंट था वो ऑल्सो साइन बाय द ऑल द WTO members counting a single undertaking, and single undertaking for WTO is basically an agreement signed by the all members of nations. So according to the article 22 of the TRIPS agreement, which was signed in 1994 with the all members of the WTO, was criticized on the ground for not being comprehensive enough for all goods. So Article 23 accords special protection to wines and spirits also. Now, in case of goods other than wine and spirits, the TRIPS agreement accorded protection only to the producers in case of any explicit act of misleading the public by trying to pass off a good as a GI protected good and not otherwise. So, following this, the Section 10 of the GI Act says that homonymous geographical indications may be registered under this act if the registrar is satisfied with the goods or the substance after considering all the practical conditions, so no conflict in term of public understanding of the goods arises. So these are the basic aspects of GI in international perspective. Now, what is the GI लॉज एंड जुरिस्डिक्शन इन इंडिया? सो इसके जो लॉज हैं, जुरिस्डिक्शन है, उसमें इंडिया का क्या है, कैसे है, तो हम वो अभी डिस्कस करेंगे। सो द जियोग्राफिकल इंडिकेशंस ऑफ गुड्स रजिस्ट्रेशन एंड प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट 1999 along with the geographical indication of good registration and protection also involve rules 2002 governed by GI registration and goods act. So, according to the Section 58, Clause 1 of the GI Act, in case in any case where the validity of the registration of a geographical indication is questioned, the case would be under the jurisdiction of the Intellectual Property appellant board. Now, further, Section 66 Clause A, Clause 1C of the GI Act vests the jurisdictions of hearing the case of infringement upon any court inferior. सेक्शन 66 क्लॉज ए सी में जो जीआई का जो जुरिस्डिक्शन है वो डिफाइन किया हुआ है कि अगर किसी ने भी कोई भी फेमस चीज़ है किसी पर्टिकुलर एरिया का उसके उसके उसको किसी इलीगल तरीके से सेल करने की कोशिश की तो उसको अंडर सेक्शन 66 क्लॉज 1 ए क्लॉज 1 सी के अकॉर्डिंग केस ऑफ इन्फ्रिंजमेंट का लग सकता है। प्लस ऑल्सो सेक्शन 67 भी है इसमें, जो कि विच स्टेट्स दैट द इंजेक्शंस nominal damage and the damage on accounts of profits may be awarded as per the discretion of the judge at the option of the plaintiff. So also the Act under Section 55 further states that no suit or other legal proceeding shall lie against any person in respect of anything which is in good faith done or intended to be done in pursuance of this Act. So now, we discussed earlier इंट्रोडक्शन पार्ट्स, जीआई का इंटरनेशनल पर्सपेक्टिव क्या है, प्लस ऑल्सो हमने ये भी डिस्कस किया कि जीआई के लॉज क्या है इंडिया में और जुरिस्डिक्शन में। सो नाउ जीआई हमने इतने सब कुछ बताया, जीआई क्या होता है, इसके लॉज क्या है, ये क्या है, बट हमने ये तो बताया नहीं कि इसमें क्या क्या एग्जाम्पल हो सकते हैं जीआई के इंडिया में। सो नाउ वी आर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट एग्जाम्पल्स फ्रॉम इंडिया। सो in India, some of the examples of geographical indications are: first one is the basmati rice, Darjeeling tea, Kanchipuram silk sari, Alfonso mango, Nagpur orange, Kolhapuri chappal, Bikaneri bhujia, आगरा पेठा, मालाबर पेपर। ये जो चीज़ मैंने अभी बताई उसके लिए हमें, अगर हम इस चीज़ को कहीं भी सेल करते हैं तो हमारा अकॉर्डिंग सेक्शन 66 क्लॉज 1 सी के अंडर हमें इन कॉपी ऑफ इन्फ्रिंजमेंट लग सकता है, बिकॉज इन सब चीज़ों का जीआई ऑलरेडी हो चुका है। सो दीज आर द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ जीआई इन इंडिया। नाउ मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, व्हाट आर द एडवांटेज ऑफ रजिस्टर्ड जीआई। अगर हम किसी भी, जैसे मैंने आपको एग्जांपल्स बताए पहले कि ये सारे एग्जांपल्स हैं इंडिया में जीआई के, अगर हम इनका रजिस्टर करवाते हैं तो हमें इससे क्या फ़ायदा हो सकता है। सो फॉर अ producer point of view, a good which has been accorded the status of a geographical indication has various commercial advantages. The producers become the sole seller of the commodity, and in case of having a single principal place of business, can be even be said to have a monopoly also. So according to the rule 3 of the geographical indication of goods, a principal place of business is basically the place from where the business regarding the GI registered good take place. So if multiple places are occupied for the purpose of business, they are included. The term also applies for those goods which have not been accorded the status as per the act. So these are the uh, for the producer point of view. Now we can say about a, for a consumer point of view, the majority of the goods applying for GI registration belong to the micro, small, and medium enterprises, which majorly originated from the rural areas. So GI registration aids with the enterprises to increase their market share. So हमने पहले for the producer point of view से देखा था कि क्या हमें फ़ायदा हो सकता है रजिस्टर के जीआई करवाने के लिए। नाउ कंज्यूमर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू में, सो मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द गुड्स जो होता है अप्लाइंग के लिए जीआई के लिए, वो माइक्रो, स्मॉल और मीडियम एंटरप्राइजेज ही लोग करवाते हैं, जो कि ऑरिजिनेटेड बेसिकली होते हैं रूरल एरिया से, गांव के एरिया से ऑरिजिनेटेड होते हैं, जो छोटी छोटी चीज़ों के जीआई करवाते हैं। सो एट द एंड द कंज्यूमर गेट ऑटोमेटिक गुड्स इंस्टेड ऑफ जेनरिक एंड मास प्रोड्यूस्ड गुड्स। नाउ मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, अभी हमने सब चीज़ देख ली, बट अब हमने ये नहीं देखा अभी तक कि हाउ टू रजिस्टर अ गुड एज जीआई। हम जीआई का रजिस्ट्रेशन कैसे करवा सकते हैं। सो फर्स्टली देयर इज़ सो मैनी टाइप्स ऑफ एप्लीकेशन इन जीआई। फर्स्ट वन इज़ द ऑर्डिनरी फॉर रजिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ जीआई इन इंडिया। द सेकेंड one is the convention, जो register for GI which is already recognized in another country. कोई भी गुड सब्सटेंस अगर किसी और कंट्री में उसका जीआई हो रखा है और हमें किसी और कंट्री में कराना है, तो उसके लिए कन्वेंशन जीआई की ज़रूरत पड़ सकती है. नाउ मूविंग फॉरवर्ड द सिंगल क्लास एंड द मल्टी क्लास. So, including the registration of the goods belonging to a particular class of goods, and the multi-class, which means includes the registration of a goods belonging to the multiple classes of the goods. The registration process for the GI tags began with the filing of an application for the same kind. The Geographical Indications Registry demands the application must be made in triplicate, which is very important. So now moving forward, the application must contain all the relevant details, like the details of the principal place of business where the business is originated, which is defined under Section 3 of the GI Act, GI Rules and Registration and Protections Act. Now, history historical evidence to back the claims, a detailed description of the goods and its uses, the methods of production, and the other relevant details for determining the GI status of the goods. These all are the these all are the important points to register, contains relevant details. So now moving forward, and according to the Section 9 of the GI Act, few exceptions which cannot be registered under the GI registry, the which goods are may cause confuse or deceive the public, may be scandalized in nature, may hurt religion sensibility, are generic, which is not unique. So these are the points which are these are the few exceptions which cannot be registered under the GI Registry Act. Now, if we register something, some goods or substance, can we transfer of that goods or renewal or of that goods or not? So, according to the Section 24 of the GI Act, which states that GI tag cannot be transferred to any other user under any conditions, only in case of the death of the authorized user. सपोज अगर आपने किसी भी चीज़ का जीआई करवाया है और अगर आप उसको उस जीआई को अपने पास ना रखने के बजाय किसी और को पास ऑन कर सकते हैं, तो ऐसा ट्रांसफ़र आप बिल्कुल नहीं कर सकते हैं, जो कि सेक्शन 24 ऑफ द जीआई एक्ट में क्लियरली मेंशन किया गया है. सिर्फ अगर आपकी डेथ डेथ हो जाती है जो उस सब्सटेंस और गुड का ऑथराइज्ड यूज़र होगा, उसके बाद ही वो ट्रांसफ़र हो सकता है, अदरवाइज़ ऐसा जीआई के एक्ट में नहीं लिखा है. Now, we can talk also about renewable of GI. So, a request for the renewable of GI can be filled by the authorized user only at any time, but within the last 6 months of the previous registration period. Now, if no such request is filed before the registrar, then the registrar shall not notify the user after 1 month and before 3 months of the expiry of the GI. The application can further be made within the 6 months after the expiry of the earlier time period of the GI, which, if it not done, can lead to cancellation of the GI also. So, last one is the required fee of every class of GI is rupees 5,000 for the renewal. This is the amount of renewable of GI, not for the registration or the filing. It is a renewable amount which is 5,000 rupees. So we have discussed the introduction part, the international perspective of the GI, the Indian and the jurisdiction of the GI in India. What are the examples of GI in India? How to register the GI in India also, and the transfer of GI, renewable of GI. We are discussing these points. If you have guys any question regarding the GI concept, then you can comment down your question. I will reply as soon as possible. Thank you so much guys, and please do like and subscribe our channel.